Hi guys, at the ASD show, well actually I'm sitting in my craft room and I'm voicing this over, but we did go to the ASD show, and if you don't know what that is, that's the largest trade show for items that you would sell on the internet. I was lucky to get tickets because my brother does own a company, so he was able to get me in. This show is not open to the public. It's for all the stores that sell items where they get it from the manufacturers. So what made me excited was they had a whole crafting section with all crafting supplies. I was supposed to go to this thing for 3 days, but I ended up only going for one because, well, it was a bad week. So here I am over at the crafting section, and I went at the first booth was Wow, and they sell enamel. I had to figure it out because I'm not really a scrapper, or I used to be, but I've never owned enamels. She has convinced me to. I have to get some enamels, see how I can incorporate it into coloring books. I'm sure I could do some really wild things with backgrounds and some enamel. And I was with the cardstock person next, and here's some of the things that they were displaying. It was just beautiful. I really envy people who are really good with scrapbooking. This place was called Scrapbook Adhesives. Very talented people. I collected paper. I have a lot of scrap paper. Now, this was a cool idea. They took their extra scraps, they sewed it together on some tulle, and then added some fairy lights to it. And I mean, for anybody that does YouTube, you're always looking for backgrounds. That is the cutest background. So they gave me some ideas of what I want to do, but I really don't need a background in my craft room. It might get on my nerves having curtains up. Now, this place, they gave me, you see that pack of paper out there? They gave me a whole stack of their Halloween paper to try out. Really nice things. Gave me some ideas too. Now, the next booth that's coming up.
Hi everybody, this is Angie Hunt. We're in the LDR's Creative booth here at the ASD Market Week Trade Show. We've got so much fun stuff to show you guys. Our entire collection of 41 SKUs is all going to be centered around the holidays and scene building. So let's take you through. To start
Somebody's done this before. Once or twice?
Once or twice. To start off, we've got a whole bunch of beautiful dies and stamps. Look at this. No matter the weather, it's all about fall and the autumn season. And you're going to be able to do a lot of solid and layered stamping there to make it really easy and fun for you. We're moving on. We've got some beautiful dies, and we've got, look at this, a view for all seasons. You want to create amazing scenes? Check this out. You can actually see through the card with this. You're going to be able to stamp and create your own custom windows. Let's move on down to stencils here, because our stencils are very, very unique. Again, it's all about scene building. If you take a look at this stencil, you can see on the back, you can see the picture. Look at all the different images that we have on the stencil. But not only can you use the images on the inside, but check out these edges. You're going to be able to create beautiful grass. We've got tree leaves up in the top. If you come on over here, you can create your own rainy day scenes, and how about some spring and summer florals?
That is adorable.
Brand new concept. So we have the dahlias, we have the pick of the patch for everyone loves fall and Halloween. Check out that pumpkin. And then of course we've got our winter and Christmas cardinals. Look at the dimension on that card. How beautiful is that?
So she's got this down packed. She's the owner of the company, and she had a lot of really adorable die cuts. She was a really spunky person too, but I was able to get my own private demonstration by the regional manager for Chameleon Markers. So that was a lot of fun. I'll let you listen to what he had to say about the markers. And they have a line of pencils and a line of coloring books.
They're color matched pairs, and you can see right here, here's how the 25 pencils are built out. So the complementary color is just a flip away to be able to add more color layer, depth, or dimension. So it's 50 colors, and it's in a nice handy travel workstation.
Right. Do you sell replacement pencils?
We have them. We really don't have many people that have come back for them, but I do have them available, yes.
And this is the Chameleon line. So what makes them different?
So what makes our fine liners different is that there's ink in the caps. There's a whole nother pen mechanism and ink reservoir in the cap.
Now, how do you stop the tips from getting, that's a very common problem. How do you stop the tips from stop working?
Oh, ours have not had any issues. We use a Japanese nib, and it's metal clad, so it's durable. We've not seen any issues.
Okay. Good.
So if you take the purple pen.
How does it work with pencil? Have you tested it with pencil?
I haven't yet. No, because these are brand new. It's a great question. So I put the purple pen on top of this kind of pinky red color. And you get a color-to-color gradation.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Or we can do blue, and then we can add purple.
Very cool.
So the idea with the fine liners is it's a very commonly used pen. You can use it for journaling and planning and doodling and coloring and writing. And but what makes ours fun is you can do all of that in color blends.
Okay, and these are your...
The alcohol ink markers. Those are the art markers.
And can you demo them for me?
Sure. So the way the alcohol ink markers work is, I'm going to come back to, the marker is a double-ended marker. It's got a bullet nib and a brush nib. The nibs are Japanese. They're custom made for us. The alcohol ink is made for us in the UK. The nibs are replaceable, it's refillable. So essentially, for people that are familiar with alcohol ink markers, it's just comparable to a very high quality alcohol ink marker. All alcohol ink, if it's properly built, is vibrant, rich, heavily blendable, and permanent. So you can use this as a really nice alcohol ink marker. But what makes our markers unique is each marker comes with a mixing chamber. Every Chameleon marker comes with a mixing chamber. The mixing chamber has a third nib, and it's filled with colorless ink, blender fluid. If you place the pen on top and touch the nibs, gravity pulls the colorless blender fluid onto the nib of the pen. And what you're able to do is to actually change the tone of the pen on the nib. So if this is what the marker looked like at full strength, and this is what a normal marker does, this is what a Chameleon marker does.
That is so cool.
Now,
that is...
the next evolution that we did several years ago is, like I mentioned, the mixing chamber comes with every pen, and it's basically colorless ink, right? So you're dialing back the color of the ink, right? Well, we put all of our 50 colors of ink in the same mold. Now we can do color-to-color blends using color tops. So this allows this kind of fun.
That's really nice. Okay, so
those are alcohol ink markers. So for a couple of different coloring books.
Now you're in my...
Hi.
Hi, I went to the back.
It's all good?
I'm just his wife, don't mind me.
Okay, that's where. And you use cardstock on these? Or
Yeah,
just-
it's poster.
Oh, that's nice. Very thick, guys.
And each page has a slip sheet. So we have 2 different coloring books, and they were designed to work with any kind of mediums, but obviously they were built to withstand the fact that alcohol ink is intense and
Yeah.
can bleed through.
Very nice. So you have the art garden.
And a mandala version.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, no, the art in that book's amazing.
So I'm not getting this paper in between, or how do these books?
Each slip sheet has a
Oh, a page
Yeah.
underneath it.
yeah. Every piece of art has a slip sheet.
Oh, that's different. Okay, so that the marker doesn't go through.
Correct.
We stayed at the trade show for about 4 hours, and after that, we had both had enough, and we went down to the Strip to go to the Lynx. The Lynx is located probably midway on Las Vegas Boulevard. It has the high roller Ferris wheel, the tallest Ferris wheel in the world, and it's also my favorite place on the Strip to go to. It's very trendy and brand new and clean. So here's some footage. If you've never been there, I highly recommend that is the place to go.